So this is going to be a big rant video because Konami has done so many weird things during the past 4 days that everything just, came together in like a what the hell moment of trying to understand what Konami's doing. And you thought it was once with this, but then there's so much more. So much more bad news coming from Konami. So this kind of started it all. And it kind of went in retro to other things, which we'll talk about. But this was a post a few days ago on Yu-Gi-Oh's Twitter. Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG was not usually active, and they started doing this thing of like the Legacy of Destruction BFFs, trying to be like an engaging social media platform, which I respect because this is like some communication or some personality to the brand, which I'm not really sure. Like, we haven't seen this before at all. But they said Sangin Summoning's BFF is Trident Dragion from the 25th anniversary tin Dueling Mirrors. Now this is the screenshot. It has the set code for the 24 tins. Now the 24 tins are going to be out in September probably, like every year. And they release at the end of every competitive year. This year, it's going to be like 400 cards. It's going to be huge. It's going to include a lot of older sets as well. A lot of alt arts, a lot of like new stuff that shouldn't be in the tins. It's going to be a huge set. And one of the cards is going to be Trident Dragion. Why is this so incredibly annoying? Because Tenpai Dragon is the deck that uses this the most currently. And as you can see here, the Tenpai deck, was designed to revolve around Trident Dragion. Like, this was the inspiration. It's like, this card is 15 years old. And they just built an archetype for it. A Fire Dragon archetype that has perfect synergy with this card. Same artwork. As you can see, like, this card is gone. You can't really get this card. And they even posted a while back, like, find a friend that can give you a Trident Dragion because it's $100, right? So what does this mean where Trident Dragion is going to be in the tins? We'll talk about that in a second, but the news didn't stop coming there. They also announced a new reprint for Retro Pack. Retro Pack is a 2008 product. As you can see here, this was released in 2008. You can see that like there's nothing major here. Like, this is not a core set. This is a reprint set. LOB, MRD, MRL, I think this is like the gist, right? As you can see here, it's mostly cards from the first 3 sets. There is like Heavy Storm, which is cool. Now this set was expensive, right? There's a lot of banned cards here as well because it's a very old set, but there's nothing like major here. So they're announcing that they're reprinting the entire set. And there's not going to be any change. The reason why is that North America didn't get this product. Well, 14 years later, finally NA is going to get this product. It's the same product, right? But there's one little change. Besides the card quality and the reprints and the fact that it's not going to be relevant to anyone or collectors, the drop rates for foils are double. So you're going to get more supers and ultras and secrets, which are not going to be worth a lot of money because, I don't know. So there is a few cool things here, like maybe Heavy Storm could be unbanned and maybe they can return that. I think that's fine. I think my main beef with this specifically is the fact that they could have used this slot of a product to push something that people really want. So like, who is this for? This is for collectors? No, because this is a reprint. This doesn't have any collectible value. Is this for Time Wizard formats? Not really, because there's not enough cards here. But Konami is throwing Time Wizard formats, official ones, all the time, begging people to come, promoting them, and boasting in the fact that there's 300 people in an Edison event. But they refuse to reprint the cards for the format. So who is this for? Probably nobody. Imagine Retro Pack 3 with cards for GOAT, Edison, whatever other format, Time Wizard format, retro format. I'm not very familiar with them, but I know things like Legacy of Destruction is a set that needs to be reprinted, right? There's a lot of good cards there. Pharaonic Guardian, Trap Dust Shoot, stuff like that. I know that those need reprints, and like you're gonna say, well, the Retro Pack 3 suggestion doesn't really appeal to anyone. Like it's not gonna be available for like modern players aren't gonna want to buy it. Modern players are not gonna want to buy this. Like who's this set for? But it doesn't stop there, because Konami is also reprinting the entire Light of Destruction set. Obviously, there is a lot of new support for Lightsworn in Legacy of Destruction, but this set, which is probably regarded as one of the most expensive and rarest core sets because it wasn't printed a lot. So like a box of this or like first edition cards of this set are going to run you a lot of money for collectors. But let's just ruin that at the swing of a pen and reprint the entire set, because there's things like Gladiator Beast Gizaurus, Hero Blaze, and Substitute, which is a very expensive card. Fossil Dyna and Deck Lockdown, also really good. And let's also reprint the Realm of Light structure deck, which I think is a little bit more fair. But considering the fact that Battles of Legend had so many Lightsworn reprints, and the set came out like just a few weeks ago or like a month ago, and the Rarity Collection has Solar Recharge or Charge of the Light Brigade, which wasn't here, I think, kind of covers it. So why release it? And why release products that just ruin the value for every collector instead of giving people what they want? Like maybe if you gave the people what they want and reprinted something that maybe ruins value a bit, then there is some new value to it, which is fine. Going back to this, think about what this reprint does. It is after Nationals and Worlds. It's past the competitive season. The competitive season is over. There's no tournament September, October usually. Like it's over then. Trident Dragion is the main pillar of our strategy that it is currently pushing. The Konami is pushing in Legacy of Destruction. But people, I can't afford this card. I can't justify spending so much money on this card, especially now that I know it's going to be reprinted. But people are going to need it for the competitive season. People are going to need it for Nationals, and they're going to spend the money. Instead, this could have been reprinted in Battles of Legend. Could have been reprinted in OTS packs because they knew this was coming. This could have been even in, I don't like this idea, but even Rarity Collection. So basically Konami is saying we're going to use this 15-year-old card to sell a 400 card set because we're not willing to give you this on time. And then being like super proud of it, just so cringe. I don't usually criticize Konami just because like sometimes it's just like underwhelming. But all of this put together is honestly just embarrassing. If anybody from Konami is watching this, you have to do better. And there is so many opportunities to do better, but you just miss out on all of them. Every single one of them, you do the opposite of what's right. So that's really unfortunate. Hopefully we'll get some better things soon. And until then, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.